I just shot a thumbnail for the video you're watching, and I'm now absolutely soaked. Let's get this started. In 75 Hard, one of the requirements is you have to stop drinking alcohol for 75 straight days. And if you're doing the whole Live Hard program, you got to stop drinking alcohol the entire time. And what's wild is the thing I hear the most that people say they couldn't do, which I know is something different actually, but they all say the hardest thing for them to do is to stop drinking alcohol. In this video, I'm going to tell you my top 3 tips as well as my top 3 results from quitting booze. Look, I think alcohol is truly the worst drug problem we have in this country because it is so normalized. The normalization of binge drinking, the normalization of having just a few every night, the normalization of having a glass of wine at dinner is healthy. These things, we take advantage of them. While that glass of wine at dinner may be healthy, very, 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 very rarely are you having one glass of wine. You get into college from high school and you've already started binge drinking. Now you're becoming a professional over the next 4 years, and you get out of college and you have 2 courses in life. You either end up at the dive bars as a professional drinker and you're not getting very far in life, or you've somehow figured out to have a semi-successful to very successful life and you have a better liquor collection than you do a library. And before you think I'm getting preachy, that was me, okay? I was somewhere in between both. I never had a problem, but my biggest problem was I could never keep the sober train going whenever I thought I was going to quit. There was always a holiday, a Super Bowl. There was always a boring day at home. There was always a road trip or a flight. There was always a reason for me to be like, nah, let's get after it today. 99% of the time, I was a good timing party boy. I was really good at getting blackout drunk when most people, most of the time, didn't even know I was hammered, let alone blacked out. And then I would wake up the next morning going, what the hell happened last night? 9 out of 10 times, 9.5 out of 10 times, I was okay. It was actually a pretty funny story, but it's not worth the risk to me anymore. If you haven't heard the song by Blake Shelton, The More I Drink, listen to that song, listen to every line, that was me. But there became a certain time in my life when I had my son and I realized I want him to be more proud of me than be like, damn, dad knows how to have some fun. I want to leave a positive impact on his life and also this world. We as a country have so many problems, but I think one of our biggest problems is we are constantly sedating ourselves with alcohol. Instead of trying to fix the problem we had, we turn to the alcohol just to numb the pain, to go back, to keep getting ourselves punched in the face again by the same problem. My name's Ryan, and I'm currently in the first phase of the Live Hard program, which starts with 75 Hard for 75 days. Making videos just like this is part of the daily power tasks I have to do every day. So I want to deliver content just like this to you. I have 1,001 reasons as to why I stopped drinking, but my number one reason was I wanted to be around for my son as long as possible, and I will do everything in my power to do that. On to the tips. What helped me? Number 1, I actually stopped drinking well before 75 Hard, about a year before 75 Hard. Every January, everybody does it. We hit the gym. And I was actually already in the gym, but I really wanted to dial it in, and I knew alcohol was the thing that was holding me back from all of my goals in my fitness world and in my business world. So I said, look, if I can cut this out and I go to the gym early every morning, that will be my focus. So my first tip is actually to set a very early workout time for yourself, higher than you would expect. Be at the gym at 5 or 5:30. By forcing yourself to get up that early, you cannot stay out that late. Getting up early made me tired, which made me not want to go out late at night, which led to going out less, which helped me wake up earlier. Secondly, having something else to work on was a huge help for me. Instead of going out and putting my time and money and energy into having a good time and drinking, I stayed at home and I put my time and money and energy into creating a new business that actually created more time, money, and energy. Start up a side hustle. Save money on the Ubers, save money on the outfits, save money on the food, save money on the booze, save time. You don't have to hang out with the people you don't even really want to hang out with. Most importantly, your bank account is going to love you. And my most helpful tip is to actually consume sparkling water, or club soda. I don't care what brand you have. I have a LaCroix or a LaCroix, as you want to say it. The thing here is if you drink the pure with the bubbles, these count towards 75 hard. These might count towards 75 hard. It's a whole thing. They say no flavoring, but this is natural flavors. But then I started learning this stuff isn't really that good for you, the natural flavors. Whole nother video. But check this out. I want you to experience all this with me and think of the psychology here that was in play for me, and I think it could help you. You have a beer, you have a water. They're both in a can. You slip the can in the koozie. You then crack the water the same way, and you get the same sound. Ooh. You take that first sip and it hits your lips, then your tongue all the way down to your belly, and you get that tingle from the carbonation, and it gives you the same sense of relaxation. Also, you burp the same way. The whole experience is there, trust me. This is not a joke. This helped me more than anything else. Having cans of sparkling water at home. If you're out in public, you can go get a club soda at the bar. They usually put it in the same kind of glass you get alcohol in, and get it with a lime. So now you have the glass, you got the sparkles with the lime, and now you went from like the beer idea at home to like a vodka soda, and it just doesn't have the vodka, and nobody really knows. And if anybody knows and they bust your chop, you don't need them in your life. Remember, one of my favorite lines, the ones that care don't matter, and the ones that matter don't care. While they get drunk, you have a hyper clear experience and you're on your toes. I will say it is super awkward in the beginning, but you will get used to it. And it took me a while when I was going out in social settings, but once I finally realized that I was leaning on alcohol for absolutely no reason, for this social lubricant that I really didn't need, I realized it was in here the whole time. It sounds so cliche, but it's so true. Finally, I wanted to talk to you about some of the positive results from not drinking for almost 2 years now. And before I do that, if you feel like videos like this or tips like this are super helpful, please share them with a friend that might need to hear it. Also subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos that are really here just to help you live a better life. I'm not selfish. I want to see everybody living their best life, and that's why I'm sharing content like this. So please, if you like this content, share it with a friend and subscribe. One thing that has really helped me out from not drinking is I can wake up every morning super early and I am ready to conquer the day. I have high energy. Even after 4 hours of sleep, I can feel rested and I am ready to go. You can't do that when you're drinking and waking up at noon. Second, my bank account has so much more money in it because none of it is getting drank or pissed away. Alcohol is a thief of your health, your time, and your money. You're willingly sedating yourself, you're willingly blowing this money, and you are absolutely messing your body up for sure. This is poison. So what exactly is stopping you from not drinking? Where is your hurdle? Let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. You can hit me up in the comments or DM me over on Instagram at Ryan Chawanski, just like it says down below. I love you, love yourself, and love each other. Have a great life.